Hello, and thanks for joining us for BSides Pittsburgh's 2026 Speaker Series. My name is Justin Leapline, and I'm one of the hosts of Distilled Security podcast. Today, I have with me Heather Antoinetti. Heather, could you introduce yourself and give a brief overview of your talk?
Sure. Thanks for having me here today,
Yeah.
Justin. My name's Heather Antoinetti, and I am a marketing executive with about 20 years of experience. I kind of grew up learning as I did in marketing, which is kind of what brought me to where we are today with the kind of a unique approach to things, but kind of coming into things, not knowing anything about marketing and doing all the jobs through a series of different corporate roles, and then eventually starting my own company where I work
Okay.
with cybersecurity executives and quite a lot with startups. I've seen a lot of the same questions come up over and over again, which is what inspired the talk that I'm giving at BSides. And what I've learned from people is that they have the same kind of common hangups where they always think somebody else has said it better, or they have to, learn a little more, get another certification or something like that before they, can kind of step out into the world with their message.
Kind of the
And
imposter syndrome type of thing. Like, yeah,
exactly,
yeah, got it.
exactly. So that's kind of my background, was just kind of growing up in marketing, working with people who were super smart, and I couldn't even believe that they had hesitation. So I saw it years and years in a row. And then, when I started my agency, I saw it working with founders, and I'm like, you are smart enough to start a company. Why are you so afraid to put your ideas out there, and put your name on them? So I kind
Gotcha.
of like picked it up as my cause.
Gotcha. So your talk, what's the name of your talk, by the way?
So it is called Building Influence Without Becoming a Suit. And, the
Okay.
premise is really around kind of how do you show up authentically in the right places for you,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of misconception that you have to become a content creator today in order to make an impact and to be able to move your career in a particular direction. And that applies whether you're a founder of a company or you're a software engineer. I mean, we all have a message to get out there, and
Right.
being able to do it in what I like to call the right rooms is really important to our success, especially with AI kind of taking over the internet.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds wonderful and everything. So, what are you hoping that the audience kind of takes away after hearing your talk?
A couple of things. First, I hope that they realize they're not alone in the imposter syndrome. And for the ones who are in the room and don't even realize they have it, I hope that they walk away with a new knowledge and a way to look for those insidious little thoughts that are holding them back, and a way to move forward past that. And then finally, a framework to actually crystallize what is their message to the world, and what are the
Hmm.
ways that they can take it consistently and comfortably in a way that's authentic and aligned to who they are, so
Yeah.
that they actually do it.
Yeah, and I think the message that you're talking about right now is so important. I remember a few years ago, I was hearing somebody that they got into cybersecurity and they just started posting on LinkedIn. They knew nothing. They started off and they were like, here's what I'm learning about pen testing now, and here's what I'm learning about this, and here's what I'm learning about that. They got such a following that they ended up getting a career and an established career in cybersecurity just because they didn't know anything and they just started doing research and then posting it up, into that.
Yeah.
And I think people are often afraid of the criticisms, or to your point, they think they don't know enough. But just encouraging to take somebody along with the journey with you is more than enough. People love hearing those kind of real world stories, into
It
there.
really is. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I always like to ask people, when they're worried about getting judged, or all the internet trolls and the haters out there, it's like, is it worth what you're losing by not putting yourself out
Right.
there? Are you not willing to take the risk of some stranger, making a negative comment, or all of the goodness and the feedback that you get from putting your idea? Because most of the time, my experience is you get good feedback. You get constructive criticism that helps you strengthen your idea. And none of that's available to you when you're trying to build it at your desk by yourself alone.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Great. What else are you looking forward to from B-Sides Pittsburgh? And it's coming up this Friday here.
I
So
know. It really snuck up on me. A couple of things I'm really excited about. I love visiting Pittsburgh. I'm not
Okay.
from there, so I'm actually gonna drive up from the DC area where I
Okay.
live.
Nice.
Super excited for that and, love that area, excited for the B-Sides community and just, I'm a marketer, so getting to, like, see some of the more kind of hands-on technical stuff and talk to people in their element, learn some of the stuff that's going on in the space. I really love those interactions and, like, getting to check out the lock
Yeah.
picking and all of those things that,
Yep.
marketers, we don't really get to do. And another thing I'm really excited about is recently my daughter came to work with me, and so she'll be joining me.
Oh,
She's
nice.
just breaking into the cybersecurity industry. So getting to take her to her first kind of more technical conference and see, how she reacts to that. And also, she's been working a lot with me on AI and AI tools to
Great.
support people going through my program and the personal branding stuff. So we're also going to be previewing some really cool Claude skills that she's built to help the attendees take action on what I'm going to cover in my talk. So I'm really excited to be able to have that kind of fun collaboration and put myself and her work out there in a way where we're going to be getting that feedback. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that's wonderful and everything. Yeah, and I'm sure she'll have a great time.
Yeah.
But I'll be humored to the conference you bring her to. It's all about hacking and lock picking, and she'll be like, "Mom, what are you bringing me
Yeah.
to?"
I mean, she grew up listening to me, in this
Yeah, right.
industry. I've worked from home for 20 years, so she kind of has by osmosis the
Yeah,
vocabulary and she's been pushing a long time against this, but finally she realized
she's
it's
like,
come
"All
full
right, it's kind of
circle.
cool." Yeah,
Stop fighting it. Yeah, she's
yeah.
super into it
What
now.
my mom does is kind of cool, I guess.
Exactly. It only took her, 20 years to
Yeah,
agree to
right.
it, but what are you gonna do?
Well, great, Heather. Thank you for taking the time to share what you're going to be talking about. It sounds like a wonderful talk, and I definitely encourage anybody listening to this, go check Heather out. It sounds like it'll be a great source of content into that. For everybody else in the audience, stay tuned. We're going to be coming out with a few more of these as the week kind of continues, and stay tuned.